ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the Morning News.
A very good morning to you. Welcome in. It is 5 o'clock. You have Ryan and Kate here with you. Rachel has the week off. She's enjoying the sunshine in Florida this week. If you follow her on social media, saw the cute photos of the family.
She's at the House of Mouse.
Yeah, the House of Mouse, yeah. Little Brooklyn, her daughter, 2-year-old daughter, enjoying her first trip to Disney. Very nice. It is February 12th. And we are in storm team alert. Yeah. You're saying it's not too serious, but enough to just cause some problems.
Yeah, last night, I mean, we were saying how the evening commute, it was going to be coming in and it was going to be rough. Nothing we haven't already seen a bunch of times, but like you still had to be careful if you had to be out there.
I saw some cars off the road.
Yeah, it was a bit slick. And this morning, DPW out there doing their thing.
Oh, yeah.
The snowfall rates came down a little bit, so that helps. I know for me personally, the main highways, they were just wet. They were in decent shape, but then you're going to have secondary roads like Route 20, Route 11, all those main highways that a lot of people take to get to the major highways. Yeah. Those are still going to be a little slushy in spots, and probably your neighborhood, maybe a plow hasn't come through just yet.
It's so live look at Lafayette right now.
Yeah, so just a heads up. And the snow, it's still coming down. We're not done with that just yet. We're not going to be done with the snow really until later this afternoon, and just in a much weaker state. It's a little bit steady up in the Tug Hill. We even have some steady spots down between Ithaca and Cortland. A little bit of help there from the Finger Lakes with some lake enhancement. We have temperatures in the 20s. That's also helping the main highways be in such good shape as they are, because salt, very effective when you have temperatures this warm. Unlike previous snow events, it was just way too cold. So that's already in our favor. Wind chills in the teens today, not as windy later on. We are going to see an additional about 1 to 4 inches of snowfall. Some spots a little bit more, some spots a little bit less. And this will slowly wind down by this afternoon.
We begin this morning with one of yours.
This is a Storm Team Alert, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
And a good snowy morning. This is down in Lafayette, live for you as our lake effect snow continues. As we are up and at 'em on this Thursday, our warnings are still in effect until this afternoon. A lot of the major highways are going to be in decent shape for you. A lot of that is because of our temperatures. Mid-20s, salt is very effective when you have warmer temperatures like this, even though we are below freezing. Route 31, a lot of the main highways, again, they're going to be a little slushy for you. It's those secondary roads or neighborhood roads. Those are going to be a little tougher to navigate. You're going to need to budget the extra time to get your driveway, your car, and everything all cleared off, especially if you weren't staying on top of it yesterday as you were heading out the door this morning. We continue our lake effect snow all up and down 81 from Watertown to the southern tier, and it's even coming out a little steady with some help from the Finger Lakes downwind of Cayuga Lake here from between Ithaca down into Tioga County, into Cortland County. A little bit lighter around Syracuse, but still actively snowing, and then some steadier snow happening in parts of the Tug Hill right outside of Montague near the National Weather Service radar. And so this is going to continue throughout the morning. It does gradually weaken a little bit later on today. We've got to get this trough right here to kind of move through. Then eventually we'll tap into some drier air from some high pressure up in Canada. While that's happening, we'll pick up an additional at least 1 to 2 inches of new snowfall today. For some of you where it is actively coming down pretty heavier, an additional 2 to 4 inches of snowfall on top of the 6 to 10 inches that many of you picked up yesterday. We're waking up in the 20s this morning. It's not super cold outside. I mean, it's chilly, but at least it's not as cold as it has been in previous mornings. We're going to maintain the 20s throughout the day. You throw in the wind and it feels like the teens. Still a gusty wind, especially this morning, and then things kind of wind down later on this afternoon. On our timecast, this is very much underdoing what the snow is actually going to be like. You know, as long as we continue this wind over the lake, which there's still a lot of open water right here for the lakes to work with. This snow is just going to continue all morning. This afternoon, things become a little bit lighter. We don't have as much of a wind later today, so that'll help cut down with our snow. And some drier air starts to move in as well. And so not too bad overnight, mostly cloudy. And most of our lake snow stays concentrated near the lake shore. We wake up tomorrow morning, still a few flurries flying around, but overall a much quieter day tomorrow. Highs in the 20s to near 30. 30 degrees. Then we have our next clipper. This one's coming in Friday night into early Saturday morning, and this is going to drop a quick about 2 to 5 inches of snowfall, some in the a little bit higher in the higher elevations. This is going to stick around through the morning hours and eventually fizzle out. If you have date night plans for Saturday night, you should be all good, and we're looking good for Sunday too. No issues, clouds. We'll have even a little bit of sunshine at times with highs in the mid to upper 30s. And then, if you've been wanting a little bit milder air, we got that for you. Upper 30s on Monday, and then we have a pair of 40s for Tuesday into Wednesday. Wednesday's 40, though, does come with a mix of rain and snow.
Thank you, Kate. It is about 5:15. Coming up.
This is a Storm Team Alert, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
So we picked up just shy of 6.5 inches of snowfall at the Syracuse airport yesterday. Our weather watcher in Cazenovia checked in at over 10 inches of snowfall yesterday. Just want to show you that our grand total for the season so far is 126.3. The average seasonal total for the entire winter season is 127.2 inches. So we are less than an inch away from surpassing the average snowfall, which Let's be real. We're going to do it probably by the end of the day today. We knew this year was going to be above average with our snowfall, and once that does happen, it'll be the first time, I believe, since the 2018-19 winter season that we've done that. Here's what it looks like on the radar. We continue our lake effect snow, pretty heavy at times, mainly down in the Finger Lakes and, of course, up in the Tug Hill. That's where you're going to see an additional about 2 to 4 inches of snow, of new snowfall on top of what has already fallen overnight. Everyone is a bit chilly today, but not nearly as cold as it has been, but still well below normal in the 20s for those highs. When it's not snowing, it's cloudy, it's still breezy. We're feeling like the teens when you factor in the wind chill. A little quieter tomorrow, a few flurries. We do have some snow moving in Friday night, early Saturday morning. We're probably going to see another 3 to 6 inches out of that for a lot of you, and then much quieter finish to the weekend. And if you're like, I could use a 40-degree right about now, I got 2 of them for you next week.
Delays coming in, and that was within the last 5 minutes. So probably more will be coming. Kate keeps checking her watch.
I keep checking my watch to see if my district delays. I got a feeling they won't, but we'll see.
One thing you'll notice.
I think some kids got their fingers and toes and everything crossed right now.
Yeah. That was a state route, by the way. You can see pavement.
Yeah.
The crews are out. You're saying that one thing that's good is that the temperature. So the salt is working.
It makes such a difference as opposed to the last couple weeks when we've been dealing with stuff like this. It was single digits, sub-zero, teens. Salt doesn't work when it's that cold out. Once you're in the 20s and low 30s, salt is a beautiful thing to work on, trying to get that in, especially if the snowfall rates are a little bit lighter, so Chris been able to play catch up.
Okay. So are we
That's your weather lesson for the day.
I always learn something, but Kate, are we pushing it out of the area anytime soon?
Gradually.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to need that patience today. It's still snowing, and it's coming out pretty good in some spots in the Finger Lakes still. I mean, we have decent snowfall rates going on between Ithaca and Cortland down into the southern tier with a healthy band going down into Binghamton. Still some steady snow up in parts of the Tug Hill as well. Lighter snow, but still coming down in the immediate Syracuse area. All of the alerts are still in effect. A lot of them expire either at 8 o'clock or 1 o'clock this afternoon. Temperatures, we're in the 20s. We're going to continue these scattered lake effect snow showers. Eventually, this is going to come to an end, but it will give us at least a couple of more inches before the end of the day.
Thank you so much. We begin this morning with one of your stories.
This is a Storm Team Alert, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
And a good Thursday morning to you. We still have snow coming down as we look from the CAB-V Skynet 9 camera. This is in Baldwinsville. And a lot of the main roads are doing okay for you because our temperatures, they're in the 20s. So salt, very, very effective on the main highways. A lot of them are just wet. Secondary roads, neighborhood roads, even some of maybe the secondary highways, they are still going to be slushy for you. Keep checking the bottom of your screen. We keep getting a lot of school delays coming in this morning as we continue to deal with the lake effect snow. This is going to be with us throughout the morning hours. We have our warnings and advisories. A lot of them are in effect until this afternoon. Some heavier snow happening down near Ithaca. They picked up well over 6 inches of snowfall yesterday and overnight and still coming down pretty good between Ithaca and Cortland. Lighter snow around Syracuse, a little bit heavier up near Pulaski to Montague and Redfield. A lot of places saw an average about 6 to 10 inches of snowfall overnight, and it is still coming down. And it's going to be with us all morning. By the end of the day, it'll start to slow down a little bit, but dropping another at least 1 to 2, most of us anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snowfall, where you have parts of Madison County and down near Ithaca, where it has been snowing pretty good this morning. Temperatures, not that bad. They're in the 20s. This is still chilly, but all things considered, how cold it's been, this is okay. With the temperatures in the 20s, again, the salt, it is effective, and so that's helping with our road conditions during the day today. It's still breezy, not as windy as it was yesterday, but we still have that northwest wind, making it feel like the teens outside. So we're going to keep dealing with the snow, a little bit of blowing and drifting snow all morning long, with temperatures stuck in the 20s. When it's not snowing, it's cloudy. This is going to be the case for the rest of the day. Overnight, things are a little quieter. If we get any snow, which I still think we'll still have some around, they're mostly concentrated along the lake shore tonight and tomorrow, with a little bit of flurries. A lot of quiet time tomorrow. There's not a whole lot happening tomorrow. You may see a few snowflakes kind of flying around from time to time. Temperatures 20s to near 30 tomorrow. After sunset tomorrow night, and more so kind of Friday overnight into Saturday morning, we got another clipper moving on through, and that's going to give us a little bit of snow around here. We're going to wake up to at least, I think, a fresh 3 to 6 inches of snowfall for a lot of us Saturday morning. But by Saturday night, things are a lot quieter. So if you got date night plans for Valentine's Day, all looking good. Quiet on Sunday, even Monday. We've still been watching a storm coming up the coast, still looking to stay to our south at this point. And if you are just been like, okay, I could use a little relief and maybe a 40-degree day, well, not only do I have one, but I have two for you. Next Tuesday and Wednesday, we're forecasting highs up near 40 with overnight lows in the 20s. Wednesday just comes with the chance of some rain and snow mixing in. And steadier, where you see the lighter shades of blue, as much as 2 to 4 inches of new snowfall. Getting you out the door this morning, sunrise is at 7:06. You're going to want to give yourself the extra time to get everything all cleared off your cars and your driveways, and getting out the door this morning to handle the snow. We're dealing with the snow showers pretty much off and on throughout the day today, with temperatures in the 20s. It'll ease. Our sunset tonight is at 5:31. Tonight's lows, a colder night. We're waking up tomorrow morning single digits and teens again. Highs tomorrow 20s to near 30 degrees. A few flurries during the day, but Friday night into Saturday morning, got a little bit of snow moving on through. We'll wake up to some snow showers in the morning Saturday, but during the day for date night, looking good. Mid-30s, dry for Saturday night. Sunday also dry. Temperatures in the 30s. Upper 30s, actually.
Yeah, we'll take that.
We even got a few 40s next week.
Oh, my. Bust out the shorts and the tank. Here we go.
ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
A very good morning to you. Welcome in. It is 6 o'clock. Ryan and Kate here with you on this Thursday morning. It is February 12th. We are in Storm Team Alert, and we have about 17 active alerts right now on the bottom of your screen. A lot of 2-hour delays coming in.
Your kids are happy. Mine are not.
Are happy right now. That is right. So is this kind of the typical, location?
Yeah, it seems that a lot of spots on the east side picked up more snow compared to others. Our weather watcher in Cazenovia, he said they saw about 10.4 inches of snowfall overnight. And so that's more at the airport. They got 6.5 inches as of midnight, and of course tacking on a little bit more. What's really helping a lot of the main highways, though, the temperatures. We're in the 20s this morning, so that's a big difference in how a lot of the main roads are able to be kind of doing okay for. There's a plow right there.
Oh, yeah. Yep. One of the private plows there. They're doing the driveways and the parking lots. And
so this is live in Lafayette. Obviously, snow is still coming down, and it is coming down a little heavier in some spots compared to others. Down in the Ithaca, Cortland areas, kind of right in between those two cities. I mean, we've had that one band that, with some of that help with Cayuga Lake, it has really been coming down in those spots. I know our weather watcher in Ithaca, they had 6 inches as of 5 o'clock last night, and so I can only imagine how much more they have this morning. All right, we got 20s as we are up and at 'em. Again, that's good news. Salt works when we have temperatures this warm. It's when you have single digits and teens, it doesn't really work very well. So new snowfall today. A lot of us are going to see an additional minimum 1 to 2 inches of snow. Some spots like Cazenovia along Route 20 near Lafayette and down near Ithaca, you're going to see an additional 2 to 4 inches of snow by the end of the day.
Thank you so much. We begin this morning with
Storm Team Alert, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Kindergartners, Mrs. Byrne, Mrs. Malachi, Mrs. Linden, and Mrs. Murphy's class at Walberta Park in the West Hill School District. They were decked out in their blue yesterday for school spirit, and so many of them were asking me, hey, Kate, are we going to have a snow day tomorrow? And more so the teachers than anything. I was like, probably not. We got a lot of districts that do have a 2-hour delay this morning. I don't think we have any closures right now, but yeah, keep checking the bottom of your screen. A great, great group of kids right there. Walberta Park, one of the schools I've been going to for many years. Love it. All right, here we are right now from the Cat-V Skynet 9 camera. We're looking out over downtown Syracuse. We still have some snow coming down, but you can really see some good visibility over downtown, and so that's telling me that the little bit of snow that is falling over the city, it is fairly light. It is coming down a little heavier and steadier in some spots. It is 23 degrees outside. It feels like 14 right now. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of some lighter snow kind of hugging the thruway. Meanwhile, we go down 81 between Ithaca and Cortland. This is where we're running into a band of some pretty steady snow. We get a little bit of help here from Cayuga Lake, and so this is where you're going to find some tricky travel going on here. We got a lot of spots in Madison County on 2-hour delays. A lot of school districts on our southeastern side where that snow still coming down pretty moderate. And then even up north, up in the Tug Hill, Pulaski area, down towards Mexico, Hastings, we got some decent snowfall still coming down this morning. And this is going to be the case for the rest of this morning into the early afternoon. Later on tonight, things will gradually kind of break up, but we're good for at least 1 to 2 inches of new snowfall. Some a little bit more than others. Some spots getting as much as 2 to 4 inches of new snowfall. That's on top of the 6 to 10 inches that a lot of us got yesterday. That snow became very, very productive yesterday evening. We had snowfall rates as high as 1 inch per hour at times. Temperatures are in the 20s. What's helping a lot of the main highways are the temperatures. A lot of the main highways are actually in fairly decent shape, especially around the immediate Syracuse area, because the salt is able to work pretty well when you have temperatures in the 20s. It's still very breezy this morning. Wind chills staying in the teens throughout the day. The lake effect continues. As long as we keep having that wind blowing over the lake, we'll still have snow showers, but a lot weaker, and then things are pretty quiet for later on this evening. We've got a cold start to our day tomorrow, though. Some of you are back down to single digits to near zero in the morning, way up into the Adirondacks, maybe even some sub-zero around Syracuse in the teens. During the day tomorrow, we're cloudy. You may get a few breaks of sun here and there. But then we have our next clipper moving through tomorrow night into Saturday morning. This is moving through overnight hours. We're waking up Saturday morning, early in the morning, with still some lingering snow kind of hanging on. And then it'll eventually go away later in the afternoon, just in time to head out for date night for Valentine's Day on Saturday night, if you do have any plans. Sunday looking good. No weekend storm for us, even for Monday. It doesn't look like it's going to impact us a whole lot. And look at that. Not only do I have one, but I got 2 40-degree days on there.
superintendents are like that. Because right now we have about 25 active delays right now, scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Everyone saw the 2-hour delay and like, I'll do that as well.
I don't think my kids have
Not
it.
yet. Yeah, it's looking like it's mostly...
No.
Yeah, south of Syracuse and east of Syracuse. That's what it's looking like
The
so
northern
far.
suburbs.
Yepper.
I gotta say, the roads actually weren't that bad up by me, so.
Oh, sorry, kids.
Oh, well.
The northern suburbs, you're going to school. We're only 2 days away from...
Now, your forecast first. certified as Central New York's most accurate.
We picked up almost 6.5 inches at the airport as of midnight last night, which is bringing our seasonal total to 126.3. We are less than an inch away, a little more than an inch away. Yeah, 126.8 is our average seasonal total that we get. And so we are about an inch away from surpassing what a normal winter looks like. And of course, we knew we were bound to get one of these winters where we were going to get clobbered. We had to pay for those 5 years of less than 100 inches. And boy, retacking it on this season. More of it happening right now. We have some steadier snow up in the Tug Hill area and some of these spots down south of Syracuse. We're going to see at least another couple of inches of snowfall. Some of you as much as 2 to 4 inches of new snow. Temperatures in the 20s throughout the day. It's still breezy, so wind chills are in the teens. But next week, got some mild days coming at us for that February break. So that's why get your skiing in this weekend while the temperatures are still pretty perfect and fresh snow.
Yeah.
So go out next week.
Oh, yeah, you still have the pack there for sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but like this weekend,
Primo.
yeah, amazing.
All right, well, it's also Valentine's Day this week.
Forecast first, only on Eyewitness News.
Seeing the concentration of these delays. So, yeah, more than 20 now.
Suburbs.
Northern suburbs, kids, you're up and at 'em. Got to go to school on time today. Yeah, you're looking alive at Lafayette there. Thank you so much for joining us. You have Ryan and Kate here, and we are in Storm Team Alert.
We are, yeah. It was rough. It was a rough go last night. We were saying we had evening activities with the kids last night, and those roads, they were sloppy to navigate.
I saw a few people off the road, yeah.
Yeah, it was certainly, if you weren't taking it easy, things are a lot better this morning. Snowfall rates have come down in a lot of spots. Other spots is still really coming down outside. So you really want to be careful again heading out the door. A lot of the main highways, like the major highways in and around Syracuse, they're actually in pretty decent shape for you because of the temperatures. Now, where you do have some of these secondary roads, elevation, higher elevations, that's where you're going to run into some of the more slick travel and some of the more snowy roads. Temperatures in the 20s. Salt is pretty effective when you have temperatures this warm and not near zero. So that's why our roads are in a lot better shape than maybe in the last couple of weeks with events like this. And we're going to feel like the teens today. We're picking up at least an additional 1 to 4 inches of snowfall for a lot of us by the end of the day.
We begin this morning with...
This is a Storm Team Alert, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
And a very good morning. This is the part of the kindergarten grade, the class at Roberta Park. We got Mrs. DeStefano, Miss Kay, and Mrs. Merritt's classes in there from my visit with them yesterday. Great group of kids. We learned all about weather. We made a cloud in a jar. We talked about tornadoes. And, of course, they were just asking me, hey, Kate, are we going to have a snow day tomorrow? I was like, no, probably not. Those guys don't even have a delay today. Some of you do. A lot of our districts in the southern part of Syracuse and to the east, and Madison, southern Onondaga, Cortland County. So keep checking the bottom of your screen. Liverpool, Baldwinsville, North Syracuse, you do not. Everything is right on schedule for you guys because look at Route 31. It's in pretty decent shape. And there's a school bus right there, right on cue. We have a little bit of snow happening. We've been dealing with snow, and it was heavy and steady at times last night for everyone. But some spots along and north of the Thruway, things have kind of wind down just a little bit. Also, what's helping the temperatures? We're in the mid-20s right now, so salt is very, very effective when you have temperatures in the 20s and warmer, of course. And so a lot of the main highways are actually in pretty decent shape for you this morning. It's just your neighborhood roads, your driveways and whatnot. They are certainly going to be slick and snow covered. It's a different story, though, when you're going in elevations and kind of more in the rural areas. That's where you're running into some of these tougher roads that are going to be still slushy and snow covered for you. Got to take it easy on some of these tight turns. In between Ithaca and Cortland, we've had this very persistent ban. Our weather watcher in Ithaca just emailed in saying that they have over 8 inches of snowfall and counting, still coming down. Heard from our weather watcher in Baldwinsville, too, of 8 inches of snow, and another one in Cazenovia with 10 inches of snow. So it really depends on where you live. Pulaski is still seeing some light to moderate snowfall. We're going to pick up at least a couple of more inches before this winds down for the day, and that's happening later on this evening. So additional snow, this is, I think, probably even underdoing it just a little bit, but you get a general sense of who has the best chance of seeing fresh 2 to 4 inches of snow by the end of the day today. Again, temperatures Not terrible. We're in the 20s. This is actually a little bit above average for us. That's a first. And then your temperatures for the rest of the day, not above average. So we stay on that chilly side. We got 20s for highs. Factor in the wind. We're feeling more like the teens today. Still that gusty northwest winds. That's why we're still keeping lake effect going throughout the morning. A lot of our alerts remain in effect at least until 8 o'clock, some as late as 1 o'clock this afternoon. And so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Later today, things starting to dry out. Overnight, we got some clouds, but overall, it is very quiet. Tomorrow morning, though, it's pretty chilly. Colder start to the day tomorrow. Single digits, teens. Highs tomorrow getting up to near 30 degrees. We'll have a few flurries, but a generally dry day and even a little bit of sunshine. Now, Friday night, overnight through Saturday morning, we got our next clipper moving through. We got a quick little burst of snow here. I do think we're going to be good for about 2 to 5, 3 to 6 inches out of that when you wake up Saturday morning. So heads up there. Now you may be thinking, oh, geez, we got snow on Valentine's Day. Well, right now it's just looking like the morning hours. It's later in the day. Things dry out and looking good for date night plans for Saturday night. Sunday looks good in the mid-30s. Upper 30s to near 40 degrees. We got a little bit of fake spring trying to dip its toe in the waters for next week on winter break.
I'm okay with fake spring. I'll take some fake spring weather. Speaking of Valentine's Day, in the Victorian era.
We are taking a look at the radar right now, and we are still dealing with lake effect snow coming down a little steady in parts of Oswego County. It's been coming down pretty heavy at times between Ithaca and Cortland. We have a lot of school districts south and east of Syracuse, Madison, southern Onondaga, Cortland County, Shenango counties that are on 2-hour delays. So keep checking the bottom of your screen to see if your school is one of those. Otherwise, a lot of the main roads in and around Syracuse are actually doing okay. Here's what it looks like live in Auburn. Genesee Street, it's wet, even though the snow is coming down and temperatures below freezing, but we're in the 20s. Salt, it works pretty good when we're in the 20s and it's not near or below zero. So that's the biggest difference here, is that our overall road conditions are certainly a lot better in some spots versus others. That's why we have such discrepancies and delays, because higher elevations, obviously their roads are going to be a little more slick and harder to navigate. And so heads up there. For tomorrow, not bad. It's cold in the morning. We got single digits and teens when you wake up tomorrow morning, but quiet during the day. Friday night, overnight Saturday morning, we got another quick little clipper. That's going to give us a few inches of snow, an average of 3 to 6 out of that one again. Saturday night, though, Valentine's Day, date night, you're good to go. Sunday looks good. Monday looks good. Tuesday looks good. And especially if you've been like, okay, I could use a little reprieve from the cold weather, we've got some of that for you next week. Ironically, during winter break, but, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, make sure you're checking the bottom of your screen. Head to localsyr.com as well. We have about 30 alerts right now. A lot of folks in the south of Syracuse are actually on a 2-hour delay. We are looking at Lafayette. I can see that they are a 2-hour delay.
I don't believe they are.
Not yet.
No, but Tully, I think, is.
Okay, well, Lafayette, go to school today. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you at noon.